Hey, what's up guys? My name is Isabel, and I write music under the name TZ. In this channel, I teach about math rock, but today we're going back to the very beginning. You might be wondering, Isabel, you play all kind of technical stuff and uptime signatures. Why are you teaching absolute beginners? And the thing is, because I was a beginner at some point. I remember being a beginner. I remember being 6 years old and thinking the electric guitar was the coolest thing in the world. So here's the truth about learning guitar. If you can move your fingers, you can absolutely play the guitar. Because it's not about talent, it's not even about being musical. It's about showing up for the process. It's about being committed to the process, right? Being patient with yourself and just taking it one step at a time. That's it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to start playing the guitar from scratch. No prior experience needed, no music theory, no nothing. Just you, the guitar, and your willingness to try. Let's go. First question, do you even need a guitar? The answer is maybe, maybe not. I want you to think about something before you spend $200, $500 on a guitar. So first, I want you to be really honest with yourself. Why do you want to play the guitar? Do you want to play the guitar because it's cool? Do you want to impress people? Or is it a hobby, something that really you've always wanted to do but never actually found the time to do it? Or make up excuses? Do you want it to be a hobby? Do you want it to be more professional? What is it that you want to do? It doesn't matter what it is as long as you are crystal clear about it, right? Maybe you have an existential reason. Maybe you don't want to die before knowing what it's like to play in front of people. That's one of my biggest reasons is I just don't want to die without knowing what it's like to play the guitar. Okay, now I can say I'm done with that. I know what it's like. I love it. I'm gonna keep doing that, okay? That's a very good reason. Doesn't mean it's the only reason to play guitar. If you just wanted to be a hobby, just let it be a hobby. Not everything has to be monetized, right? It could be just your alone time, something that you deeply enjoy. Maybe you just want to play covers. Maybe you just want to strum it. Maybe you just want to play with it, right? It's an instrument, just play with it, right? But just be really clear what you want from the instrument. Choosing your first guitar. Okay, so this is where people get overwhelmed. Do I buy an electric guitar? Do I buy an acoustic guitar? Fender, Gibson, $100, $1,000? I don't know. So I would say this, rule number one, get a guitar that excites you. So if you see a guitar and you go, oh my God, that's the one, get it. I mean, that's what happened to me with this guitar. I was just I know it in my heart. This is my guitar. And now it's here. Because if you like your guitar, chances are you're gonna be more motivated to play it. Rule number two, budget. $200, $400 tops. That's it. Okay? You don't need a $2,000 guitar. You don't do that. Don't waste money. Don't do that. But also don't spend $50 in a piece of junk that won't stay in tune, okay? Respect yourself, okay? Just respect yourself. What do you need right now? Do you really need a $2,000 guitar? Or are you just gonna spend $50 in a piece of junk? Come on, just keep it balanced. Keep it balanced. I think the sweet spot, $200, $400. That's a reliable, playable instrument. Rule number three, electric, acoustic. What is it? What do you want? Actually, it doesn't matter as much as you think it does. It really depends what you want to play. If you like rock, metal, rock music, just get an electric guitar. A lot of people go oh, you should definitely start with an acoustic guitar and build the strength and yada yada yada. That's not true. I started on acoustic and I didn't like acoustic. It's not because I don't like guitar, it's because I've always wanted to play rock, I always wanted to play metal, I always wanted to play all these things, and all of those things were played on an electric guitar. That's why you just had to find your match. Because maybe you want to play campfire songs, and in that case, you should definitely get an acoustic guitar. But it just really depends what you want to play. You want to play rock? Get an electric guitar. You want to play campfire songs? Get an acoustic guitar, right? It really depends what you want. But doesn't matter which one is it, just stick to it, because that's the thing that you're going to be playing. And if you want to start with the electric guitar, by all means, start with the electric guitar. I think that should have been the route for me from the very beginning. Okay, good. Now you got your guitar. What else do we need? Okay, let's talk gear. And I'm going to save you a lot of money. Okay, well, so first of all, you need a guitar. So let's say 200, 400 bucks. What else do you need? You need picks. Okay, just buy a variety pack, okay? Thin, medium, heavy. Buy a bunch of them, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose thousands of picks. They're like $5, okay? Because like, it's just like, just buy a bunch of them, you know? You're just gonna lose them. It's the way it is. Get a guitar strap, okay? I do this weird knot here because I actually like playing my guitar really like up high. That's just me, right? But this is just like what, like 10, 20 bucks? Just get one. Like, just don't think about it. Just get one. Even if you're just gonna be playing guitar sitting down, just get one. Okay, amps. Get a cheap amp. 50, 150. That's it. Don't spend more than 200 bucks on an amp if you're just starting out. Okay? And what I would personally do, I would actually just hold on the amp and get an audio interface and just like plug my guitar into the computer. Like, because in that way you can actually get the recording so you can listen to yourself, and that's just like better. Granted, you're still gonna spend money on like plugins and stuff like that and like virtual amps, but at least you get to record your guitar, and like I think that's a win. So it really depends on you. What do you want? Do you want an amp just for yourself to practice and stuff, or get an audio interface and maybe, you know, get your own recordings? Like, and I don't know, maybe listening to yourself back will actually get you more motivated, right? So it's up to you, amp or audio interface. You can get the Scarlett Focusrite for like 100 bucks, 120 bucks, I don't know. Still same price range, right? But again, no more than 200 bucks for an amp or an audio interface. Not on this stage. And I tell you what you don't need. You don't need pedals. You don't need expensive cables. And you definitely don't need a $2,000 amp. Like, don't do that to yourself, okay? We'll get there eventually, right? Like, first, just get your stuff together. First, just learn how to play the guitar. And then you can, you know, see if you actually like it, and then spend all the money that you want in it. But right now, just, you know, the essentials. How to hold a guitar. Well, this actually may seem obvious, but you have to know how to hold the guitar, okay? Right now, I have my legs crossed, right? But sometimes, you know, I just sit straight. Especially, like, the trick here is just sit straight. Just sit straight, right? Don't slouch. Don't slouch. Don't do this. Right? Just sit straight, okay? Both feet on the ground, unless you're crossing your legs, right? Crossing like your legs, right? Put it on your right leg. Put the guitar on your right leg, if you're right-handed, of course, right? So the neck of the guitar should be angled slightly upward, right? See, it's not flat, right? It's not like this. It's like this, right? Slightly upward, right? Your left hand, your fretting hand, should have easy access to the fretboard, right? To all of the frets. And your right hand should naturally rest on the strings. Don't do this, don't hunch. Don't angle the guitar down or flat or put it like this, right? No. Just sit up straight, slightly upward, easy access for both hands, and that's it, right? If you feel uncomfortable, just adjust, right? you should be able to sit down for 20-30 minutes and not feel uncomfortable. Okay, now let's play something. You're gonna learn how to play your first chord. Yeah, E minor. Why E minor, you may ask? Because you only have to use 2 fingers. That's it. Middle finger, ring finger, 2nd fret, on the A and on the D string, right? Make sure your fingers are not touching other strings here, because that creates that buzzing. Right? Right? Like, you don't want that. Nice. And that's your first chord. If it sounds a little bit buzzy, press a little bit harder, right? And also make sure your fingers are actually close to the fret, not in the middle, right? Not in the middle, just like close to the fret. Right? Get that clear sound. Practice it as many times as you need, right? Take it slow, right? Okay, it might be a little bit buzzy, right? Like, remember, it's about calibration. Like, how much strength do you actually need in order to make the guitar sound good and not kill your fingers? So, like, that's the calibration process. Right? I'm not pressing properly. Here. Still not. Oh. Right? It actually doesn't require as much strength as you need, as you think it needs. Right, nice. Okay, granted, it's not gonna sound perfect the first time you play it, but just remember, calibration, strength, right? Keep those fingers close to the fret, and you'll get it. Okay, now you have your first chord. I'm gonna teach you your first riff, because chords can be boring sometimes, okay? So I'm gonna teach you the intro of Fortunate Song, the Creedence Clearwater Revival song. It's a classic, and it's pretty easy to learn, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me explain what's going on. Okay, so our ring finger, right? 7th fret on the D string, right? We're gonna do a slide. That's the slide, right? So we're gonna go from that 7th fret, right, to the 9th fret, right? So we're just gonna play, right? We're just gonna play that string here, 7 to 9. We're just gonna play it once, and then we're just gonna slide that finger up. 7 to 9. And then on the 8th fret, on the B string, so together it goes 7, 9, 8, right? Right? And you can actually play with it, right? Like, you can just like bend a little bit the B string, right? Right? Just like have fun with it. I know this is your first riff, but just like have fun with it. Right? Oh, perfect. We got the first part. So, let's keep moving. So what's going on here? Essentially, it's almost the same thing we're doing up here, right? But this time, we're gonna go from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. And we're gonna play the 6th fret here on the B string. Right? So it's the same movement and the same shape, right? Perfect. We got it, right? Remember that slide. And take as much time as you need. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Not in the beginning. Okay, now we're gonna do another slide from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. Again, on the D string. But this time, instead of going here, we're actually gonna go here, right? So, still on the B string, but this time on the 5th fret. So, again. Notice I'm using my pinky finger here, right? But I guess you can use whatever disposition of your fingers you like the most. I just do this because it's just easier. It's easier for me, right? You do this. If that's easier for you, right? Okay, now we're gonna do another slide here again on the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. But instead of going here to the 5th fret on the B string, we're actually gonna go to the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay? And the last part. I'm gonna use my pinky finger and my index finger. Yeah! And I'm gonna go to the E string. And I'm gonna go to the 6th fret on the E string, right? So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna bend a little bit. If you don't feel comfortable bending, you don't have to do it. But if you wanna have fun with it, okay? Right? So pinky finger, 6th fret on the E string. And then index finger here on the 3rd fret on the E string. So all together, it should sound like this. That's it. Right? It's a really fun riff to play, and it's easy. So cool, now you know a chord and you know a riff. Okay, for practice, I would love for you to practice 20 minutes a day. Why? Because consistency beats intensity every single time. I would rather for you to play 20 minutes a day, every single day, than for you to play, I don't know, 4 hours, like straight hours, just once a week. You know, it makes no sense. So I just rather play just 20 minutes, play just 10 minutes a day, every single day, and you'll get better, right? Because like you're training that muscle if you do it every single day. It doesn't really matter like how much time you put in it. It could even just be like 10. I would aim for 20 minutes, but like I 100% rather you do that than just like 2 hours of intense like practice. You do that for a week, 7 days in a row, and you're gonna feel a lot different. Let's talk about mindset. I think one of the biggest mistakes we make, not even just as musicians, but as people, is comparing ourselves. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you're gonna compare yourself with someone that's been playing for 10, 20, 30 years, and you've been only playing for a couple hours, then of course, you're gonna feel horrible. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Don't. You're only allowed to compare yourself with yourself, okay? How much have you improved since yesterday, okay? Don't compare yourself to others. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Another mistake that I see is trying to learn a lot at the same time, right? Just like 1 or 2 things. You're allowed to practice 1 or 2 things. You're allowed to learn 1 or 2 things, right? Because if you are constantly trying to learn like this thing, this other thing, that other thing, you're gonna get overwhelmed and you're not gonna learn anything, okay? So just stick to 1 or 2 things, go with it. Also, another thing, I was super guilty as charged. It's not tuning your guitar. Just make sure to tune your guitar, like every time you sit down to practice, just tune your guitar. Like, you know, I would sit down and I wouldn't tune my guitar and I would go like, oh, I wonder why my guitar sounds like garbage. That's like, yeah, it was not tuned. And mistake number 4, giving up when it hurts, okay? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt in the beginning, right? Like your fingers I'm not used to this, okay? But it's okay. You're gonna build calluses. Like your fingers are gonna become stronger. Like I wouldn't push it all the way to the point that you're bleeding. Like that's not, like I've never had to bleed for this, right? Like, some people do though. But it's normal for you to feel pain in your fingers. It's normal to feel uncomfortable, right? But like when it feels uncomfortable, don't get discouraged. Just keep going, okay? You can take a break, 10 minutes, drink a glass of water, come back, and keep practicing. And I'll promise you, at some point, it won't hurt. Mistake number 5 is practicing without a goal. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna pick up the guitar and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Sometimes you can do that. It's not that it's not allowed. You can definitely do that. But like, if you say like, okay, today I need to practice that riff, well, just sit down and practice that riff. Or like, today I need to really practice my scales. Well, sit down for that session and practice those scales, right? I need to practice chords. Practice the chords. I don't know, whatever it is. But just like, have that intention. Every time you sit down, just like have that intention of like, okay, this is the thing that I'm going to practice. And then if I get distracted or if I just want to like play, you can do that. But at least 20 minutes, again, this is the practice. Okay, so how do you stay motivated? I think this all goes back to the beginning. What's your intention with playing guitar? Like, why do you want to play guitar? Is it a hobby? Do you want to be professional? Like, what is it that you want to do with it, right? That's your orientation. Like, every time you question yourself, you go back to it. It's like, oh no, like, I really want to play guitar because I really want to be a musician. Like, oh my God. And you come back to it, right? It's like, oh no, I really want to play the guitar because, like, I really enjoy this. Like, I love music. You go back to it, right? Having said that, you cannot always practice. Like, if you want to keep yourself motivated to come back and just sit down and play the guitar, play the guitar. Meaning, play songs that you love. Like, sometimes you won't feel like practicing scales. Because we've all been there. Like, of course, they're boring. But, like, if you practice your scales and then you start playing a song that you really like, you're gonna be like, yeah, like I want to sit down again. I want to sit down again because I love playing the songs that I love, and this is where it's at, right? So you just like keep feeding that loop. And this is my philosophy. This is why my artist name is TC. It's literally take it easy, right? Be patient with yourself. Just like, it's not that serious. It's sincere. That's what it is. It's really sincere, right? Take it easy. One step at a time. This isn't a race. Like, you don't have to be Jimi Hendrix, like, right? You just have to be you. You just have to play the way you want to play, right? But again, take it easy. Easy, right? Just show up, be patient, and enjoy the process. Well, that was it for today's video. And I hope you enjoyed the lesson. And remember to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.